IMBY, In My Backyard, The Slaughterhouse as Subject, is a show that began because I have a friend who actually took pictures here when I first bought the property. Her name is Susan Spann, and it's a project she's worked on for many, many years, and her photographs are around the room here. When I thought about giving her a show, I said, we really need some more photographers and other artists involved with it to fill this enormous space. And I got together with Dominic, and we decided to invite a number of other artists, trying to get other photographic media as well. We have somebody who works in Polaroid, we have video artists, we have people who photographed with their iPad and with their iPhone. It's an incredible show with a variety of wonderful artists who show what can be done in a space using models and props and their creativity. The show is going to be running from September 15th until October 27th, and the number to call for an appointment is 431-1514. It's at Slaughterhouse Space, Duchamp Winery, 280 Chiquita Road in Healdsburg, California. My co-curator is Dominic Egan, and he'll talk a little bit about the Instagrams and mobile phone photographs.
Hello guys, and thank you so much. One part of this amazing show is a wonderful collection of mobile images caught on your pocket phone. Yes, that thing you have in your pocket there, it actually does more things than you think. And come on by, see the amazing work that people are able to do with their apps, and get inspired and be a part of the show. Join Instagram, hashtag your images, upload it to the gallery. We'd love to see your work there. So.
I'd like to introduce Susan Spann, whose work was the inspiration for the show IMBY, and here she is.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I took these photographs about 14 years ago, and I've been working with them really for about that long in various different permutations, and this is the final result, so it's thrilling to be here. You know, it's funny. Even then, I always felt like it was kind of there was a calmness about it, and it wasn't particularly. It was a little bit creepy, but not super creepy. There was always this sort of calmness about the space, and now, you know, it's a little airier, a little lighter, and it's a nice space.
I made this piece, Disillusion. It's related to the drains, which maybe you can show them on the camera later. They say water and blood throughout the slaughterhouse that were used for when it was actually a slaughterhouse. So I submerged myself in water and Jell-O because I'm more interested in the artificial and humans' relationship to nature and how that's changing. So that's why I picked Jell-O instead of blood. Well, I use myself as a model, as you can see, and I just filled up my bathtub with water and then Jell-O, and I use a timer, and I would jump in and submerge myself until I got the right images, and then it's just printed on a metallic C-print and mounted to the plexi. I love the space. It's very eerie, and that's kind of why I wanted the work to be a little bit.
Well, I've created this time-lapse photography here. So I have a camera which takes, basically it's making a video by taking frames not at the regular rate but very, very slowly. So I think in all these cases it's about one frame every half second. And then I turn that into a 30 frame per second video. So we see time passing much faster than it actually does. Well, I've been in here so many times, and it's so interesting how the different windows changed the way the room feels throughout the day because of reflections, because of off the adjacent buildings and the way it's filtered through the windows, so that constantly the walls are changing color and the way we perceive them.
For this evening, I've prepared an installation. It's a series of slides, and there's sound that goes with it, and a souvenir stand of prints. I always start my projects with very direct and fundamental drawing seances, and what's being projected here are very small drawings that I do during a live nude model session, and I go directly with a pen and I don't erase, and I make parts of bodies, and then I cut them out and I collage them and I make piles of bodies. And when Pat said that she wanted photographers to interpret this space, for me it was a really good opportunity to take those piles of body parts that are it's black on white, and if I project them on the walls, then they become black on textured wall, and I really wanted to pick up all the textures that are in this space.
I am a photographer. I'm a photographer and a writer. And these, some of my photos, just for this show here. Yeah. Normally I do a lot of street photography. I still do a lot of analog, Polaroid and film. You know, these are just obviously for this show today. These are digital, and this is with a Polaroid. This is a light painting, so the room was pitch black for this photograph. And the shutters held open for about 3 minutes while I walk around with a flashlight and paint the light, basically. The original Polaroid is right here. So you can see that this is not manipulated. I just scanned it and put it up here.
I made a short film called Pity the Beautiful, which is right here, and it's a film based on a poem by Dana Gioia. I love to do short films. That's my favorite thing to do. I work a lot in internet and doing internet videos for the web, because my idea is that there are many music videos based on songs that we should make poetry videos based on poems. This space is fantastic. I mean, when I first came here, I was horrified because of all the death here, and I could feel it. As I spent a lot of time working in this space and with Pat, I really felt the transformation. This was a place of death, and now it's a place of birth, and artistic birth, and it's exciting. It's transformative to work here. It is.
I did a series that was I combined images from the slaughterhouse with some other images of flora, or what I call guardians, creatures, and then these stills from films or narrative stills. So they're kind of 3 different little groupings of work. It's an image of a bee superimposed over a door frame with a lock on it. So it has a feeling to me of a cave painting in Lascaux. It's very elemental. So we have 2 creatures and then some foliage. It's the series of the series is called Memory and Forgetting. So it's really about what happened in this space and then what has happened in the last 15 years since the space has been closed, and about time.
I love it here, and I love Pat. And she asked me to produce some work in the slaughterhouse space. So I did what I normally do with my photojournalism work. I went for something personal, and I asked my 6-year-old daughter to participate, and she said, "Sure, Papa." And we came in here, we had 45 minutes, and we created backdrops. We came with props and different clothes, and I just let her act like a kid, and I act like a kid, but I got to have my camera with me. And we produced 9 pieces for the exhibit.
Tell me about the pieces.
Well, they're basically chunks and symbols of childhood, the excitement of being a kid, the introspect of being a child, the energy that you have when you're a child, your imagination. It's really about all the beautiful things that you have as a child and trying to hang on to them as an adult. The place was really a playground for her, and Pat Lentz made her feel totally comfortable, gave her like, it felt like her own bedroom. That's what she told me.